Hey, greetings Twitchland. Even is sick of Drow, but she wants to work on sagas, so it was a choice of this, EE Druid's Cursed Chain or EE Shindelrin, which is basically what she needs to finish her E-Star sagas. And yeah, I don't want to see any more Drow. So, Druid's Curse it is.
Nice.
And I didn't want to run anything. There's one or two more quests I need in Stormhorns, but I didn't want to see snow, because if you're anywhere in the Northeast, you probably don't want to see snow either, given what's about to show up Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what they were saying, like a foot or more.
Yeah, I mean, you guys up there in the Boston area are going to get hammered more than we are, but we're still supposed to have 8 to 12 inches. Kiddies are scheduled for their first official vet visit just to check up on 9 AM Tuesday morning. Don't see that happening.
Head Priest Jaskier says, take that key on the table. I forget which wing it opens, I'm afraid. There's another one around here somewhere. I'm sure it will turn up.
Oh, you don't know. He's got to be a harper. He talks a lot. Are we ready?
Yep.
Hey Ryan, you're lucky to be in Texas. I would be more than happy to send some of this your way.
Open. Moist air, reminiscent of rotten foliage, wafts in.
Oh, remnant.
You know, I should bring out a pocket healer. I forgot to do that.
I am not a big fan of wisps, although on Even they're not as bad because, you know, immune to fear. Yeah, didn't get that Light the Dark off in time, sorry about that.
Now I need to get a Garrett.
I have a friend who lives in Texas, Ryan, who was just telling me she's maybe moving to Pennsylvania in the near future. I thought, well, that would be cool. Especially since she's a DDO player. Garrett! Oh, hey, Pup Granny. Well, yeah, you get hurricanes and shark attacks in Florida. We just get, you know, blizzards in the Northeast.
Sharknadoes.
Sharknado. One of the best movie series ever. I mean, they sent the Hoff to the moon. It's hard to beat that.
Darn it.
Garrett's probably fierce.
Nah, these zombies, they're just hitting kind of hard. My hit points are still a little low. I need to gear myself up to give myself better hit points. I have a Con 10 item, but I'm pretty sure now that I'm 27 I can up that, so get some pulse life and stuff.
I'm trying to think. You might want to check the guild chest. I think I've got a health plus 10 or... I think it's ML30 though. I have actually nobody right now who really needs it, like a health plus 10 or 11 belt of false life plus 50. And for some reason it did not sell on the Shard Exchange.
That's sort of the boat I'm into. I've got a lot of good level 30 gear, but I don't have much left until
The
level
patient
30.
lies sick with the strange infection. Perhaps you can do something to help. Your treatment was a success. The patient has been cleansed of the disease. Your treatment
So yeah,
was a
PAX
success.
East was great.
The
I
patient
want to
has
thank
been-
everyone
your
for
treatment was a
stopping by the
success.
party. We had a
The
nice
patient has been cleansed
nice time.
of the disease.
Yeah, I know. Now,
Nice
what
and
was the game?
casual.
It was from Lagging Dice Games. What was it called? 'Cause that looked pretty cool. The game you were there promoting.
Oh yeah, that's Gatekeeper's RPG. I was helping out a friend, former DDO dev. When he was working on DDO, his name was Flimsy Firewood, and I do board gaming with him quite a bit.
This wizard
And
has
he's
taken
doing a
ill
Kickstarter for his new
magical
tabletop
magic
game.
not protected.
So I was helping out at his kiosk here. It was nice.
Hey, hi, Zantetsu. Am I saying your name right? Thanks for showing up.
But yeah, PAX East is always fun. It was nice and crowded, but very organized this year. And the other nice thing that was a change this year is Wi-Fi. They had really good internet in the convention center, which was shocking because I think it's the first time you've been able to actually connect to Wi-Fi in PAX East. I mean, you can imagine the demands that there are on it.
Oh yeah, I sort of remember hearing people come. I've unfortunately
This
never been,
corpse
but I
contains
sort
some
of
the
remember
symbol the head
people
priest
complaining
spoke
about
of.
that last year. That you know,
Nearby, a key the garden.
I mean,
got
you
games
got
and no internet.
40, 50,000 people, right? that all want to use Wi-Fi. So, but it was rock solid this year. It was really good. Picked up a couple of tabletop games. Picked up one called Machi Koro, which was cool. It's like a card game, a Japanese card game that's a little bit, for those in the audience, I guess, I would describe it as, it has a collection mechanic a bit like Settlers of Catan, with a card selection mechanic a little bit like Dominion.
And you are doing 10 Skull Tempest Spine? Wow. Good luck with that. Why is that door
Holy
locked?
moly.
I just talked to the guy.
Oh, we gotta do the other side, then we can go to the priest chamber. No! So what happens, you get frozen in a group of mobs. I also picked up a card game that was being shown at the booth right next to Ilya's, Flimsy Firewoods. That was really cool. It's called Pixel something or other. Pixel Glory. And that was pretty fun. It's a card game too, and like there's two phases. The first is sort of an auction phase, where you're building up your deck, and then you use the deck you built to destroy a bunch of monsters in a dungeon. It's very cool.
Oh, that sounds cool. I mean, I'm all about destroying monsters. Or uneven anyway. And then I've got, you know, a bunch of other tunes who are more about getting destroyed by monsters.
Gave out some DDO dice bags. Stop stunning me.
Yeah, I am not a big fan of wisps. Oh, there he is. He's hiding in the corner over there.
I also picked up a nice box version of the PS4 game Oxenfree, which came out like a year or so ago and was pretty fun. Picked up the most awesome wallet in the world, which if you saw a picture of that on Twitter or Facebook.
Yeah. That was cool. If it had been a Commodore 64 wallet, then I would have really been impressed.
Indeed. Jeez. Alright, maybe I'm not good for Epic Elite yet.
When you have wisps involved, all bets are off. Also, you must be doing hella damage to them because I'm succeeding on my intims, and they're still generally coming after you.
I agree. Helion was saying in the chat, a bunch of really cool card games out. Yeah, I think we're living in a gaming renaissance right now. It's really cool. The amount of really good board games is super high.
Come back, Garrett. As I was saying earlier before we started the stream, I personally rock at Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, you can tell how popular that game is by all the clones out there. There was a whole bunch of games that were basically variations on Cards Against Humanity.
I know the last time I played, the people I was playing with had a
through the door.
wee lag.
To be in an advanced state of the
Is this just me or you two?
Stronger and completely.
No, me too.
It's the Wisps. They broke DDO. Oh, and just in time for the bad guy to show up. I have no idea what the bad guy is doing. I've never really seen him do that before.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, sec here. Retsense is going to join us. He's joined us for the stream a couple times before. Welcome! Seems to be getting a little better now, but like about 30 seconds ago I would have told you if you had bracers of lag reduction plus 15 to bring them. Well, yeah, maybe you better bring him anyway, because it's not as bad as it was, but still getting a lot of, kind of two-steppy. Whee!
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you have lag. Get rid of the wisps, because I think they're the ones doing all the damage. Not to mention fearing Garrett so that he can't do any healing. need to move my remove curse away from my entomb, because I keep removing my curses. I'm trying to entomb.
With two collected, it is time to return to Jaskier.
Oh, gotta love the tentacles.
Your treatment was a success. The patient has been cleansed. Many who got the infection are now safe from its horror. Your treatment was a success. The patient has been cleansed of the disease.
Any reason we would need to open this?
No, well, no,
heck, I got lots of bells.
Your treatment was a success. The patient has been cleansed. Your treatment was a success. The patient has been cleansed of the disease.
There, we are good Samaritans. We even healed the ones we didn't need to heal.
With that, Head Priest Jaskier opens a door to the quarantine area. You go through and deal with Uth, he says. Safer that way. Now, go on. Do what's got to be done.
Oh, shiny! End fight if I'm not mistaken, correct? Good time for a cough drop. Okay, everybody ready?
Yep.
The quarantine area smells even more strongly like the Perrin Uth appears. The infection is far more advanced within, and as a result, he is far stronger.
I'm like tempted to say it's going pretty well, but I know he's still got to call out all his little list of friends.
Most of them are already dead.
Awesome.
A voice comes from Ah, you've done it, Jaskier says. A shame about poor old
Nicely done.
Perrin, but the key thing is, Evening Star is safe.
Anyone need the corruption of nature?
I actually believe I have that for my arty, but thank you.
Okay.
Guess what? More wisps and overgrowth! Yay! Well, thanks, Helena. Ew, I forgot Garrett can throw out a death ward. And a Squelchy! Excellent.
Roots, vines, woodland creatures
Nice.
in Uth Lodge. Some foul magic. There is some kind of wooden man.
Say, with stuff like that, we have half a shot at getting the, Wall of Wood chest.
Defeating his fellow defenders has drawn the wood wolves out.
Yay!
He is coming this
Ew, the
way.
woodload.
How much wood would a wood? I can't be the only one who thinks that every time we see one.
Not defend this strange
I
wilderness
didn't
any
before,
longer.
but I probably will now.
A door slammed shut ahead. Was that a human form passing through it?
Oh, hey, collectible. Helena, I am impressed that you are already at Swordjack on Temskull.
A lithe, gray-clad figure flees deeper into the house. Friend or foe, you will likely cross paths again. Something rustles in the deep foliage of the room. A second woodwork can just be seen, standing deep within it. rustling has stopped and the dense foliage now looks
bummer.
empty. If the wood wolf was in there, he has gone now. It's the man in grey again, always one step ahead. It would seem that Paranuth was raising wolves.
It would indeed seem that Paranuth was raising wolves. Let's see, I don't suppose we can find this.
I don't suppose anyone can do that secret door.
Probably not. Let me try my handy dandy ink goggles. But still probably not. Nope.
Yeah, but check secret isn't enough either.
Yeah, nor is true seeing. Shoot, and I bet my +7 Tome of Supreme ability was in there.
Chilled and damp. That smell, the smell of corruption. Look sharp! To arms!
So, a little over 5,000 Reaper XP for 10 Skull, Legendary Jump of Spine. Would still mean that you would have to run it a few bazillion times before you could get the pets.
Well met! I had grown weary of naught but bark and leaves for company. You are aware this place is far from safe, yes? But of course you are. Danger is an old song in your songbook, I can see.
Healing out. I'm sure the armor is nice, but I want the pets because, yeah, 98. I need 102. I need, let's see, Snipply, Shaky. I'm trying to remember what the other Reapers are. Frosty, Freezy, something like that?
I am a harper. You've heard of
Yes,
her?
we know you're a harper. You
I
don't
came in
shut up.
search of a missing nobleman. 'Tis a long tale, but as much by smell as by sight. It is clear that the Dryad and her tree are the source of the corruption.
Are they saying Dryads smell bad? I guess I would have always figured
That's
Dryads
kind of
probably
the
smell pretty
implication
good.
there, yeah.
We must wipe them out.
I mean, I'm just saying, I bet they smell better than we do.
Speak for yourself. I had a shower today.
Oh, but our characters haven't showered in years.
Actually, Even spent some time in the hot tub just the other night.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen soap in. I mean, it's just a hot tub. I've never seen soap. Just a lot of water. So might not do all that much good.
Him from Thorngap unawares. And where is that, you ask? Well,
Still hearing mob music.
lives deep within King's Forest. I think we should pay him a visit.
Let's see, Thorn and Paw. I don't think has any wisps. Yay! Oh wow, 100 comms. Is it a comm boost weekend?
It is. Double commendations, yeah.
That explains why there's 100 of them. I think since I'm 30, we can't get Reaper. I can't go in on Reaper on these. Because these are 23 if I'm not mistaken. I know, right? Well, let me try it. Oh, maybe I can.
Sorry, I just went in on Epic Elite.
Ah. I was just clicking one skull when all of a sudden I got pulled in, so I wasn't sure if we got in on Reaper or not. But yeah, it's level 23 on normal, so with a 30 I wouldn't be able to get in here. I'm fine with sticking together.
You have reached Thorn Hollow, the Druid Hallsame's home. This idyllic woodland scene betrays nothing of what corruption lies within.
This is the quest I farmed to get the blonde bear cub head. I ran this a lot. In the process, I also completed plant expertise. And I nearly just tried to beat up your take, and I thought he was a musk zombie.
I don't think you'd be offended by that.
I'm guessing it's probably hard to offend a taken.
Great root barriers have grown.
I don't know, they could be sensitive.
Twisted force is at work here. This is far from nature in balance.
Oh, the elk ground. I love that the Taken slimed them. That's great.
At the center of this cavern is a focal point of the druidic magic that is over. With the corruption node destroyed, the force of its vitality falters and recedes. Corrupted root balls wither and grow brittle through
I was surprised he stayed alive this long.
Just remember all the times that Seki has managed to keep Vic or Acanthia in a quest that they, by no right, should have been able to get through. This is going to collapse under me, isn't it? I'm proud. I think that may be the first time I've ever remembered exactly where the collapsing floor was. Ah, shoot, there's no shrine back here. Breakables, though.
Yeah, I think that might be the first time I've ever run this quest that I actually didn't fall in there, too.
But yeah, if you want that blonde bear cub pet, this is definitely a good place to get it. If I remember right, on Elite there are 42 bears in here. So, you know, just run this 40 times and you too can have a blonde bear pet.
Nice.
And you will never want to see a vine horror again when you're done, but
this waterfall remains clean and pure, untouched by the corruption.
I always thought there should be something in that waterfall since, you know, the DM even mentions it. Is this another breakaway falling out floor?
Yep.
The second corruption node is destroyed. Vibrations reverberate underfoot and then throughout the hall. Perhaps now it will be possible to enter Hall 7's chambers.
It always freaks me out a little that bears go "Roar" after they die. It's like, you think they're dead, and all of a sudden, nope.
You have fallen into a pit of
Oops.
spikes.
Nope, nope, this way. Let's check them up. Oh, ad pack. I don't remember that being there before.
There's another one over here.
Yay for mystical formulas!
I can never find the last season here.
I know. Oh, yeah, I have a good idea because there's some bears. Trap.
Nah, it just cleans out all those, you know, vine creeper bits that get into your armor. That's all it's about. It's just being helpful.
The tunnel opens into Halsing's own chambers. There is a third corruption node here, and a remarkably large dire there. But where is Halsing? The last corruption node is destroyed. The surrounding roots weaken. The great bears break through.
Granny, yeah, it looks like we've missed one seed as well. Kind of like Lords of Dust. I always seem to miss one breakable and not get ransacked.
The great dire bear and her druid companion have fallen. The source of the corruption destroyed.
Bones over here.
The silence that follows is broken
Slime
by
mold.
a faint human cry, coming from the rear of the glade.
Loot. Really, really crappy loot.
Well, you can't expect a bear to...
Wait. Come here, calls the druid from where she lies on the floor, gasping in pain. You are looking for Halsing, says the injured druid. He is not here. He has gone to Druid's Deep. With that, passes from her eyes. Her words linger darkly. Thorn Hollow is cleansed. But while Halsing lives, none of these lands are safe.
So now we get to be a wolf, and a fish, and a bear. And someday I am going to pull Ivy Wraps from this next stupid quest.
I've got Ivy Wraps.
My monk on Caneth has them. I have never managed to get a pair for Campia. On the very rare occasions the hag is up. Let's just give this a try. Nope, cannot enter Reaper mode dungeon if you are more than 6 levels higher. So, EE it is. So, everybody in Twitch chat, root for me getting those stupid Ivy Wraps, especially on EE.
You are
she
near
probably wouldn't
to
even
Druid's
use them at
Deep.
this point.
The dying druid's riddle was that you must be a wolf, a fish,
It's
and
a-
a
Well, that's the
bear
key to finding
on
it.
the way.
And you know, this little room here is one of the There we go. I have the hardest time finding my way out of it. I want to be able to trip a woodwood. Sadly, you need strength higher than 75 to do it.
You should suffer a fear effect if you have a great axe.
Oh yeah, more wisps in this one, but not nearly as bad as those first two. Even being a pally and immune to fear doesn't mind wisps that much, but she's probably the only one of my toons that doesn't absolutely shudder at the mere thought of them. Thanks, Fiona. I can use all the Ivy Wraps karma I can get. It's like, do you ever farm for something so long that even when you knew you had better stuff and you weren't going to use it anymore, it was a matter of pride? It's like the Band of Cybers. I think I didn't get that till I had like 80 Todd completions and it was finally in the end reward list. And I think I had every single Todd ring other than that. And by the time I finally looted it, it's like, well, I don't need it now. But damn it, I still wanted it.
There's that one ring that was in
Rule them all.
Zorian Cipher that I just farmed the hell out of and never ever got.
I was running on my monk, who, you know, really does not need a bauble. And the first time she ever ran weapon shipment, and I was two-manning it with a guildie who was on a bard. And we each pulled a bauble. And we even, before we opened the chest, we even put an LFM up. And the LFM sat there and nobody joined. And my guildie had to leave, so I was like, well, yeah, okay, we'll just loot and get it over with. There's not going to be anything good in there anyway. Both of us pulled a bauble. Only one I have ever pulled on any toon.
In the depths of the pool, a tunnel is just barely visible. Perhaps
anybody
this
need
is
the
what
shiny?
the riddle meant by be a fish.
Yep.
I just as soon go ahead and do the drow optional, even though I'm a little sick of drow, because there's the free chest, there's another chest for killing all the drow. So when you get to the T, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Loot.
Underwater rock formations block the path.
Now see, if I hadn't swum for this chest, I wouldn't have this... What is this? +7 smoldering dwarven axe of Shatter 11. Wow. Wow, congrats, Healing. A very nice job on Reaper 10 Skull completion. Nice. So yeah, I looted and came in just in time to hit the guy, one guy once and get a kill. Also, I don't want to be greedy, but if there's something you don't want, and I can decon it, I'm trying to get Even's crafter levels up. It's a losing battle.
Yeah. It goes pretty quick, though.
I'm waiting for another. I've got a little over 10,000 essences stockpiled right now, so I'm hoping we'll get another crafting weekend and, you know, drink one of those XP elixirs. And because the last time we had a crafting weekend was the first time I ever seriously tried to work on her crafting levels. I mean, how long have we had crafting? And she was like level 99, which is pitiful. And after that, she gained like almost 40 levels. And I also spent about 1,000,000 plat on essences and stuff I could decon into essences.
Light shines brightly from above. You have passed through the tunnels to somewhere else.
That always amuses me. You have passed through the tunnels to somewhere else. Well, I didn't think I was going to pass through the tunnel and stay in the same spot, you know? Death to wisps. Okay, shall we go not get ivy wraps? Oh, I do believe the hag is up because there's not a bunch of vine horrors here. Yep, there she is. Please, somebody help me.
Across the fetid pond is a strange sight. A young woman in distress.
Holy
I see some ivy
freaking
wraps
crap,
for you.
look at the very top item. I got them
Hey, mythic
with
too.
a mythic boost. I am going to credit that to you wonderful people in Twitchland. I'm going to be in shock over that. Wow, I not only got them, I got them with a this is why I never got them before, because DDO was waiting till they had mythic boosts. In fact, I think this is the first time I've run this since we had mythic boosts. Yes! Okay, yeah, Even's a happy camper. Even if we wipe at this point, Even's gonna be a happy camper. Nice dances. Although the name of the spider always creeps me out, and I'm trying to think of how I can explain this in a way that's not TMI. When I was little, my grandmother referred to a certain digestive issue as having the skitters. So when I see a spider named Skitter, yeah, it's a little freaky. By the way, Agaxian, thank you for
sounds like a dying wood.
I wanted to thank Agaxian for giving me a blog title post for last night, Death by Dev. That was good.
This high rock ledge is as dry and lifeless as the ground below is choked with life.
I always like to do this optional. I don't even know if it's really an optional, but come up here because I've gotten a lot of wonder pots out of the breakables up here. And if anybody's gonna leave flat from breakables lying around, I'm not too proud to take it. Ooh, and they put a collectible up here too. I see a pile of bones over there. And there's one more Zygomacoda fungus I wouldn't have had if we hadn't come up here.
First that bard, and now you. I don't know where your precious nobleman is. He can't have his staff back anyway. I've decided to keep it. But you have no place in my forest. You will die to feed my flowers.
You don't have any flowers. You've got a bunch of vine horrors. Well, maybe that's why he needs to feed them.
Hot Duck here's got flowers. Dual wield.
Oh, that's true.
He entrusted it to me.
I don't know that I've sacrificed any players for it, but I'm probably not entirely opposed to the idea.
So I opened the book. What lay inside? I saw between this staff such power, and as whispered here, things I've only begun to understand. Are you listening? He's still alive. And the forest consumed you. You will be part of my new nature. For why shall I preserve? Such power is mine. You have no idea how much power you've stubborn. They could wake the Queen of Thorns, and I might take her as my bride, and sow fields with humans, and... Oh, my power.
Oh, for all your power. And now the Harper Bard is going to show up and claim credit for the whole thing. Hey, my inventory's full. Well, I didn't really want repair kits anyway. I got Epic Elite Ivy Wraps with a Mythic Weapon Boost. Yeah. Don't you just love chain rewards that don't have anything you really need in them?
Yeah.
I wonder what comms I need the most. Actually, is there anything? Nope, nothing in here I can decom. I have fewer Druid comms than anything else, so I'll just take that.
Alright, I'm going to crunch down some items and then call it a night.
May I'm glad you showed up. Sounds like you should probably get some sleep after being at PAX East all weekend.
Yeah. If all goes well, we may even have Update 35 out this week. We'll have to kind of see.
Yeah, I tried to get onto Llama Land last night. I don't know if I just couldn't get into it or if it's closed, but I was actually going to see about rolling up a Dragonborn for the stream. But yeah, I saw a couple previews of those. They look freaking amazing.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what I want my Dragonborn to be. I haven't really figured it out yet.
I am probably going to break down and buy yet another character slot. I haven't decided though. I'd kind of like to have a Warlock. I mean, Zach was going to TR into a Warlock, and he's like so drow, but he might need to try a Dragonborn life. So I might just do that.
I was thinking maybe a Paladin.
Oh yeah, with the charisma. Ooh. Oh, is it finally gonna be time to TR even? Ooh. Oh, that's some food for thought. Gotta take the poor man's teleport back to the ship and wonder what... Except she couldn't have green pigtails if she were Dragonborn. That would be a definite downside. Upgrading, my plan is to TR Zac, my Drow Pale Master, into a Warlock, and TR Legan, my Warlock who proves that not all Warlocks are overpowered by any stretch of the imagination, into a Pale Master. I mean, Zac's... I know Zac because, you know, he's my toon, I created him, and he's personality, he's totally a drow, but I wonder how he would feel about being a Dragonborn. Oh, she could breathe acid. That might make up for not having the green pigtails. Something I think it was Voodoo Spice's video mentioned would have been nice to get some more skin colors on the dragons, and yeah, even would want to be a green dragon. And I already repaired, so I don't even know why I'm there. I need to decode.
Well, you might be in luck. So I haven't had a chance to say this on the forums yet, but I told some people at PAX East. It looks like we've been able to convince the people we need to convince that we can perhaps do that. So I don't know whether we're going to be able to do it in time for Update 35 or not, but that's actually a conversation we're going to have tomorrow.
Ooh.
This came in late Friday that did, so.
Yeah, I would... The only reason I don't TR even is I don't really want to mess with her because she's the only toon I have that I know I can take into just about anything. Yeah, I've basically got even and 18 wimps on this server. Oh, that hasn't happened for a while. I tried to decon something and the window kind of closed out on me. Yeah, I've got about 40 minutes left in the stream. I could probably run something else. After you get done watching this exciting deconning. I haven't been vendoring anything at all. My plat balance shows it. Especially since I keep buying stuff to decon.
Yeah, leaves of the forest.
Well, Red Sands, I actually need EE what goes up for the saga, but I don't think I'm really in the mood for EE what. I've got to kind of be in the mood for that. Oh, let's see. Well, I could probably get you a pass.
Wayloon, you can't do a pass for Wayloon because it's the X-Pack.
Oh, right.
Alright, I'm calling it a night. Good night.
Okay, have a good night. Get some sleep. Now, let's see. What level are you, Red Sands? And did you want a ship invite? I didn't take note what your guild level was. And I should have remembered that. Oh, well, yeah, I should be. If we didn't have a decent ship, I'd ask you for a guild invite. You've got us beat. Oh, let's see. Probably not anything in Evening Star because I'm at 94% memory. Yeah, we've got the same one. Your buffs may last a bit longer than ours, I think. However, our Kraken is the best one because I spent 1500 TP to paint everything green. Would have been 2000 TP, but the interior stain doesn't work on these. Well, you know something? I am always up for a Gibber's Blade run. Do you have 3BC? And if you don't, I can get you a pass for that. Even though I actually have a Gibber's Blade, at long last. When when you're in, LE, DOJ, you see like people that have like 6 and 7 of them. Nice. Yeah, it took me a while to get mine, and I've still only gotten the one. But yeah, that's 24, so we should be able to do Reaper 1, no problem. Even's had no trouble. Giant Hold, High Road. I think she's done both of those on Reaper 3. And I'm trying to remember what the quest was I did the other night on Reaper 1. And it was like, damn, that was the first one I really noticed a significant jump from EE to Reaper. And I'm not sure if something glitched because, I know there's a healing penalty, a self-healing penalty. My lay on hands normally hit me for something like 2400 on a crit. Let me try something. 1876 on a non-crit. And of course, that happens to be the only quest I've got done for the saga. I don't think I've tried Reaper 6 yet. I mean, except for that one quest I did the other night. It was one of the Stormhorn's quests. And there were a bunch of gnolls, and I got through the big-ass gnoll fight. And then I ran into this mob of orcs and giants, and there was a caster in there with a crown. Two casters with crowns, and a bunch of other stuff with crowns. And it was like, I got red alert. And yeah, I just was cleaving and sitting on top of things, and why am I running when I can take this guy to port in there?
The Weeping Cove is rumored to be a resting place of two-toed Tobias, an ancient
You wanna try
three-barrel
Reaper 3?
legend.
Sure. I think you're supposed to get a better chance. Well, worst thing that happens is we wipe and try again. And I'm just gonna take a sec here and update the info bar on the stream. And hopefully my computer will cooperate. It's at 95% memory. That was one of the reasons I didn't want to do anything else in Evening Star. Even when I crank my draw distance down, for some reason, every time I zone in there, my memory usage skyrockets. But yeah, right now I'm looking at a load screen. I don't even have any blue in my loading bar yet.
It should catch up sooner or later.
See, I mean, as soon as my dot's in there, if you want to go ahead and just solo it. do 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 do. Yeah, this may end up being a reboot if this doesn't start moving soon. There's still not even any blue in the loading bar. It's a very nice load screen. It's just really, really boring. Should either play the Jeopardy theme song or have like a little Pac-Man come out and run across the screen. Or both. Yeah, I have a feeling DDO may be crashing on me.
Yeah, I would guess that as well.
Yeah, I'm watching the, just looked at the task manager, and the memory usage on DDO is not changing at all, which means nothing's happening. Okay, I'm going to reboot DDO, and I believe that's going to unfortunately shut down OBS. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I will be back as soon as I can.
Oh, no worries, okay.
Oh, it looks like I am still streaming. I hate this computer sometimes, I really do. And the black screen you see on the stream is... Ah, here we might be getting somewhere. Your account is in use. Either you are logged on somewhere else or someone else is using your account. That always makes me nervous because I remember hearing somebody tries to log into your account when you're already on it. It gets flagged for, potentially being a hack or something. I also just realized I missed taking out some lines in my little overlay there. I'll have to fix that. Trying this again. Well, you know something? If you're into load screens, this is like the best stream ever. And you're probably not into load screens, but don't give me that stupid message again, please. Hey. Oh, that was interesting. I was watching both the Twitch, or the OBS window, and the DDO window, and the OBS window actually went to this Eberron splash screen before DDO did. I think it would be the other way around. Come on, let's get some blue in the loading bar. Down to only 66% memory, so. Aha! Yeah, definitely Jeopardy theme song would be good here. It took long enough that it threw me back out into the public area. So, Retsons, do you have it all soloed so I can just like step in and collect my loot and be done?
Oh, I didn't know you wanted me to do that. I would totally done.
I'm joking. No, the first time I tried to get back in, it told me my account was already in use.
The Weeping Cove is rumored to be a resting place of two-toed Tobias, an ancient three-barrel legend.
And sadly, I'm a pally, so that's really kind of all the buffs I have.
You are not the first to visit since the days of two-toed Tobias. The magic runes indicate that a powerful spell was cast here. Small, fetid creatures shuffle about in the gloom as if they were looking for something.
That's a lot of lost souls. It's your fault, Kaplan.
A hole in the ground leads to another part of the cave.
And now we have passed through the hole in the ground to somewhere else.
As the valve turns, the sound of a stone door grinding open rebounds through the cave.
Infecting us with the plague. Actually, he's kind of wimpy.
Yes, but
Although I did run into some famine reapers in one quest that were kind of nasty. Mostly the reapers don't seem that tough.
they're not. It's just a little bit of a handicap. If you let a fear reaper go long enough, it can kind of suck. But all the other ones just don't nail it.
I think it's a much bigger deal to have to worry about the self-healing penalties.
The wind from the east dwindles and
I'd pack up here.
dies.
Also a couple breakables. And I always like breakables because there's a chance of getting wonder pots.
Always unnecessarily long.
Ooh, Carnage Reaper.
It's gonna get fun here in a second.
Oh, the vampire should be interesting. Yes, I'm crowd surfing. Maybe I better put my farm boots on. Okay, that wasn't too bad. ahead and grab the Lost Souls. Even doesn't use she's a pally, so she doesn't really use that much SP. Damage of my con, you German. Thank you. Ah, you go that? I have never gone that way. Let's give this a try.
Gouts of flame stream from the nearby pipes.
Want some loot? Ooh, heroic deeds. Awesome. Depends on the build. I just saw that question, so, Rain, how you get higher starting abilities for a build. The Dragonborn are going to be able to start with up to either 20 strength or charisma. But a lot depends with, you know, with the build. With the race, rather.
A ship lies aground, down on the floor of this vast pit.
Okay, now, the trouble with doing it in a different order is me being me. Now I can't remember how to get to the other part. Ah, here we go. Oh, that is, Rain, that is by TRing, or doing a true reincarnation. You normally start out with either a, depending on whether you have unlocked the, champion build, like, adventurer champion, right? And then hero and legend. Yep.
The second valve
so you would normally start out with either 28 or 32
inside
points,
the cave.
depending on whether you've got the 32 point builds unlocked. And then the first time you do a true reincarnation, a heroic true reincarnation, you get bumped up to a 34 point build, second time 36. So basically what you would need to do is, at level 20, you can get a heart of wood and reincarnate into a... I think the only thing you can't change on a true reincarnate is your gender. And, by the way, Rosa, I don't know about you, but what I usually do is clear all the trash out and then go back and shrine to meet up with Jack. You can either purchase it in the DDO store, or I'm trying to remember, 32-point builds you get automatically as VIP, yes? Or you can unlock it with a certain amount of favor, which I forget. I think. I'm like, no help at all. 1750. Thank you. Even is on her 3rd life, so she is, what does it say? Legend 36-point build. And no matter how many lives she gets after this, that's as high as it gets, 36 points.
On opposite sides of the room are levered, and the floor slides open, revealing dark waters beneath.
Breakables with uninteresting crap in them.
The door before you stands open, as if you were expecting.
Aw, you knew we were coming, Jack. Why didn't you bake us a cake?
Jibbers has beaten you to the cache. Me damn, the blood tide. The undead pirate hisses. It is said that they hide a priceless treasure here. Yet there's naught in this hole but common baubles. Nor that you'd get your hands on those number. Jack Jibbers leaves none behind to tell the tale.
Oh yeah, Puff Granny is right. By the time you get to level 20, you will almost certainly have 1750 favor. Hey, you destroyed my potion of disease removal. I might need that. I have to remember in here too that Light the Dark is not only good for healing me, but for damaging him. So even if I don't need healing, it's good to use it. Light the Dark now is hitting me for 690 on 3 Skull. The other night, the quest I was in, I was on 1 Skull and it was hitting me for less than that, so I think something was glitched there. $101,000 XP, damn. Oh, well, I lucked out on the Ivy Wraps. Could lightning strike twice? And I mean, I do have the Gibber's Blade, which is a wonderful thing to have. Although, for as much as I farmed this thing, the times I've intentionally used it, I think maybe 2 or 3 times tops. I've used it for fun many other times because it's really cool. You get to run around with a big, you know, sword sticking out of you. Okay, here goes nothing.
Inside the chest,
Nah.
you find a piece of a
Preston, do you have any interest in
treasure map,
drown? You
along
got one
with
too.
some other items.
I have so many of those. It's a shame they're BTA. I would totally give that to another tune. Oh, sure, you get the mythic one, but Topaz of water breathing. Wow. Oh no, I didn't. I don't know if I would even use it. I will be glad to pass this back to you. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, or maybe what I'll do is give it to my extremely gimpy level 25 cleric. She might be 26 now. I haven't played her in a while. It seems the other night she was getting kind of close to leveling, and one of my guildies was like, "Oh, bring her, she can heal me." And she's really kind of a sucky healer.
The Weeping Cove is rumored to be a resting place of two-toed Tobias, an ancient three-barrel legend.
You know, I think we could have done Reaper 4 or 5. I'll have to remember that. Because 3 went really well. I'd like to have a tune that actually had some AoE and or, you know, crowd control stuff. And also had even survivability. I really don't need comms or heart seeds. So maybe I'll just take highest base value. Oh yeah, definitely. Because I am going to be TRing my Pale Master into a Warlock and my Warlock into a Pale Master. Puff Granny, you are right. Red Sands is indeed a groovy guy. Yeah, and by the way, my Warlock is looking at your hit points, and I think he may be crying. But he's kind of the sensitive type, so.
I'm sitting at a 43 con right now. When I finish the item from Slaver's crafting, I'll be up to like 61, I think.
Oh, nice. I have not yet. I actually need to look at how much stuff I've got. I've just been, you know, collecting the collector. I haven't run Slavers in a while. Fantastic. Yes, yes he is.
That actually is me.
Whee! Graphics glitch. The entire bottom of my ship is orange. Like solid orange. I can see the... Oh, now it's starting to res around me. That was interesting. Took a few seconds there for the buffs to show up. And let's see, 6 minutes left in this. Oh, I forgot that was you. But hey, you are. And yeah, like, if you are watching the stream and you're on whatever server I'm on, which so far has only been Solanas. I have tunes on other servers, I just haven't run them on the stream yet. And I'm running something that you are, you know, flagged for if necessary, level appropriate for, and you want to come in and join us, just say something in Twitch chat, send me a tell. And Retsons, thank you very much for the help. Don't know how well I would have fared in Reaper 3 with all those good warlocky things.
You would have been fine. Reaper just seems scary. It's fairly easy.
Yeah, and it's weird because in most quests, I haven't noticed much of a difference at all. Computer always locks up a little when I start crafting. much of a difference at all between Reaper 1 and Epic Elite, except for that one Stormhorn's quest I did the other night, which was, you know, kind of brutal. I swear, I never checked. I think I may have actually accidentally gone in on more than one skull. So Reaper 2 I don't imagine would be too much worse than that. What scares me more than anything is the self-healing penalties as you go up. It's like the Reapers themselves are mostly pretty wimpy.
They, after you get past, like, Reaper 5, like, Reaper 6 is just too damn hard. To solo, it's just not possible. At least not for me.
Yeah, Reaper 6 is not something I think I would try to solo yet. Mostly because of that self-healing penalty. Anyway, I'm going to call the stream there for tonight. Thank you to everybody for watching and sending me all that good karma to finally get my Epic Elite Ivy Wraps, and with a mythic boost no less. Where'd they fall to in my inventory? Seriously, how pretty are they? My monk is gonna freaking love those. Even if she won't take off her Thunder Forge wraps for them, she's still gonna love having them. And the icon is so cool. I mean, green. Look at my hair. Green. After all, I am possibly the only green-purple Dragon Knight in existence. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night. And next week, if Update 35 goes live, next week may be me creating a Dragonborn. So hopefully see you in a week, and have a good night.